It's your boy G Roc Tha Dealer checking in, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Gloves Bastards.
I'm a street athlete, I'm in shape. All the muscle I got out the way. Yeah, my family know me for the pay. Had to get myself multiple safes. One of them.
All right, so we got the one and only G Roc Tha Dealer jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, bro.
What happening? What happening? What's going on?
Man, I'm feeling good. How you feeling today, too, man?
Feeling all right.
There you go, man.
Real talk. We all right.
I appreciate you pulling up on us today, too, man.
Most definitely had to.
Yeah. And you got your peoples up there, man. You want to shout them out real quick? Let everyone know who's who?
Yeah, for shit show. This Let's Work, Let's Eat Quade. It's one of the producers on the label. It's Big Boii Beatz, the main producer on the label.
Okay.
Let's Work, Let's Eat, Jit in the cut back there. He up and coming, so we active.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is part of the people, you know what I mean? But we here.
Now, I need you to clarify this. You say he a producer on the label. How old is he, bro?
How old are you?
Man, I'm 10 years old.
10 years old.
Yeah. He been making beats about 2 years.
True.
And it's my son, and the thing is, lead by example.
Absolutely.
It's just proud father moment for me, if anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, most definitely.
Was he like excited when you told him, man, like, man, come on, make some beats for me, bro?
I think the thing was, more than anything, was him looking up towards his dad and me being with the music. And he just took it upon himself to start making beats.
Huh.
Once I seen that he was serious, that's when I brought him the Mac, got him the Pro Tools, whatever, this, that, and the third. And it went from there. And listening, if you know what I mean, you'll hear it every now and then. I walk back to the back and be like, that's it, you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. And that's how that went. So he would pitch me beats every now and then. I would play with him. But I remember putting this last project together. And I remember telling him like a month ahead of time, like, look, I'm finna get ready to put another tape out. I want you on it. So you got a whole month to, you know, do your thing. Just do your thing. I ain't rushing, ain't no Pacifics. I know what grabbed me, you feel me? And that's how that went. So,
Now, that's too hard right there.
Yeah.
'Cause I can't think off the top of my head a dad, father, son, you know, combination like rapper and producer.
Yeah.
I can't think of one. Can you think of one?
Nah, I can't either, man.
I can't think of one.
Didn't even think of it that way, but I guess we the first, you feel me?
There you go.
But like I said, I'm definitely proud.
For sure, man. And you and Big Boii. I could be miscorrected here, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he made your first song? Like he produced your first song?
Yeah, my first song. Yeah. Cause see, he been doing music way when, and when I decided to do so, he was the person I had to go through. So, and then when I did come to him and let him hear the song, he was like, I got to make the beat. Because at the time, what I didn't realize was with beats can be timed, right? And the beat I had was probably 20 years old, but in my ear, I'm thinking it's jamming because I don't have a music ear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that was exactly one of the first lessons he ever taught me.
True.
But from there, we made magic. And that was the song Excuse Me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long ago was that? Like almost 10 years almost?
Yeah, almost 10 years.
True.
Like almost 10 years, yeah.
No, that's hard, man.
Most definitely.
And talk about that chemistry that y'all two built up these past 10 years, man.
Oh, man, yeah, that chemistry is crazy. Because, I mean, one thing about life, you know, life be up and down. So sometimes I be want to knock him out, but then sometimes I want to give him a hug, you know what I mean? But that's my guy, you know what I mean? And there ain't no changing that. I've learned a lot from him, you know what I mean? And we have came a long way.
Oh, yeah.
To be where we at today, which is definitely a star step for us, you feel me? Thankful to be here, but we have worked hard quietly. My assumption to call, because it's been 19 years, but yeah, we're on the way.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah.
For sure.
And what does LWLE stand for, man? Break this down for us.
It stands for Let's Work, Let's Eat. Yeah. And the thing was, we had to, you know, create the movement. It started as a movement, then from there it was just like, okay, so long of doing what you're doing, it gotta make sense. What's better sense than business? So we went ahead and created the label, stamped the LLC, woo, this, that, and the third, and there you have it. You know, that's what Let's Work, Let's Eat stand for, but nowadays we just call it for short, Work Gang. So yeah, but we got that in the making too. So
gotcha.
Most definitely.
So what's some goals? What's some plans you got for the brand, for the label, and everything?
Man, to go as far as we can, to be honest, you know what I'm saying? One thing about planning in my mind, it don't always go the way you want it. But the thing is, where we at right now, we ain't stopping. And if you done it so long, you know when you're going backwards, right? So yeah, we just like rip reverse out our transmission, and we'll keep going forward, straight up. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at with it. And but we definitely making the correct steps, making the right investments, getting the right people at this point. But it took a long time to get here, and even the conversation we were having on the way here, you know, let's just say even for you as far as this podcast go, there was a day where you probably thought you was ready for this, but then once you got ready and got here and really had it happen, you realized back then you wasn't ready, you know what I mean? But we ready, so that's why we here. Yeah, for sure,
No, that's very true, man.
Yeah.
So G Roc, let's go ahead and dive into your story, man. So I understand you're from Douglas, Georgia, and also Jacksonville, Georgia.
Right. We from the see Douglas, small town country, but we so close to the Florida line, so I was raised in both, back and forth, mom and dad, you know how it be when they ain't together, whatever the case may be.
Okay. So man, for people that never been to Douglas like myself, man, you gotta tell us the culture, the way of life. What's there to do down there, bro?
You say what's there to yeah, shit, man. You can walk around and kick rocks, I guess. No, you know, it ain't what it used to be, but I don't think any street is what it used to be. You know, it's such a new generation, and everything has changed, man. So it's like, you know, either get some money or either get in trouble. That's the best way I could put it, as for the small towns go, man.
Okay.
You know, yeah, definitely.
And what were you into as a kid? Like, were you playing sports? Were you into some country shit? Were you always doing music? What was you doing, man?
Ooh, man, me, I wish. I mean, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I was into a little bit of everything. Like, I really never cared for sports, but it's only because I really had no sport role model, you know, other than TV go. So just trying to make it, really, if anything, bro. I was mischief, stayed in trouble, and just learning life lessons as they come. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the times, even coming from the gutter, I don't think that, you know, people care enough to be like, oh, he's bad. But at the end of the day, it had to start somewhere, and it be more of the environment. And it ain't even got to be in-house. It can be when you step outside the door, you know? So just like any other government assisted, you know, out there just trying to make it, bro. Trying to anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What type of trouble were you getting into as a kid? Was it just like minor stuff, or?
Minor to me, but you know, major to the world, man. So long story short, man, my mom, she was kind of in the streets. My dad was on the opposite side of the street doing him, and I had one of those moms that, you know, when they bitter, she kind of didn't want them around. And so he done the best he could, but my grandma raised me. And again, being outside that door, you mature faster, you see things. And I realized that, you know, the family could be doing better, but finances was a problem for us, you know. So without any consideration to sit down and talk to anybody about anything, you know, sometimes we want to take things in our own hand. And I began to dealing in theft, but it was something I seen, you know what I mean? My mom was a booster, so, but I didn't believe in stealing clothes. Like, I just feel like go big or go home. So I started stealing cars at a young age.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
How young we talking, man?
Probably, I'm saying somewhere around the age of maybe 12, 13.
Shoo.
Yeah, but then having the connections, like I say, from Douglas to Jacksonville, you know, the city be different from the country. So if you go and get that city living and come back to the country, you fast, they slow, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah. Then as far as selling the vehicles, you know, making your own money, whatever the case may be. Georgia in the country, they never heard of a chop shop, but then there was plenty way in on the other side of the line. You feel me? So that's how that worked. Yeah.
were you making good money at a young age like that, or was it just a couple $100 here and there? Or?
Well, honestly, man, it seemed like it. Cause you know, when you're young, nothing is a lot. So had an uncle that middleman a lot of the deals. You know what I'm saying?
Your own uncle.
Right, yeah. Man, I come from a thugging family, but it's just more of the environment. You know what I'm saying? And he would, like I say, he would set up the deals. So let's say again at 10, 11, 12, 13, whatever, $500-$600 for a car is real. You thinking it's great money, but in reality, he
you getting crumbs.
He
Yeah.
might have got $3 grand. You
Absolutely,
get what I'm saying?
yeah.
But hey, you know, shoot.
You just happy to get anything,
I'm happy
right?
to get anything, and especially when it's the first kind of money you had. You know, it's like this is a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. So yeah.
Did you ever get caught?
Yeah, yeah. It ended how it ended. Man, I'm gonna say probably around about 15 to 16. Just it finally came down, just like all wrongdoings, if you don't correct it. And I remember being charged with I think like 9 counts that they kind of counted us back, me back, because it was other co-defendants as well, to 9 cars. Like I think 9, yeah. And I didn't realize how serious it was because I'm young until I went to court, and you know. But yeah, definitely did that.
True. Did you have to go sit down like until you were 18, or did you get out pretty quick? Or
he cut me a break, man. Like I don't know what it was. You know, all judges ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? And again, by me being mature as I am today, I think he could see what I couldn't see. And again, it's just like being sucked into the environment. You know what I'm saying? And some people can change. So I ended up doing somewhere around a year like that or whatever the case may be. Got out and he took me from my grandmother and he corner pointed me to stay with my dad because he was just like, he need a male figure, you know? And at the time I didn't understand it, but now I understand it, you know? And that's how that went.
Oh shit.
Most definitely, yeah.
Would you say you turned your life around right then and there, or was it still some, you know, bumping your head along the way too, man?
I think it's definitely bumping the head because see now, when we talk about the situation as far as living with dad, like I'm uncomfortable. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm comfortable living where I was. And if you know, I know, you got a dad, he ain't going for what mom go for. You feel me? So it's like we stayed bumping heads. I really felt for a long time he didn't care for me, you know what I mean? But being misplaced feelings ain't being taught emotional intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Just went through the motions and I would book left and right. Like I was bugged. I was bugging. So, you know, and I think during that time I got introduced to high school because see when I left to do the little time I was in middle school, but once they locked me up, I ain't got nothing to do but focus on work. Ain't no girls, you know what I'm saying? So I just went to doing my work. By the time I came home, I think I was skipped up like 2 grades.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Right. So now I'm in high school, but I've been skipped up. And the truth of the matter is, I wasn't ready mentally, you know, because once you hit high school, you know, it opened up doors. And man, that's when life got, you know, to, I guess you would say, the early stage of manhood.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Did you end up finishing high school, or did you drop out, or?
Nah, man, I got kicked out.
You got kicked out?
I got kicked out, man. Heck yeah,
What'd you get kicked out for?
Honestly, man, making the wrong decisions. You know what I'm saying? I got introduced to drugs at an early age, and there came a time where we would choose to get high versus do the work. So I would skip a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then once you realize you can make a buck off a drug, I'm trying to get paid a lot. So had this little mishaps where it went on, and I eventually, I think I got caught with something in my locker. But with the grace of God, the principal, he knew me from elementary. He knew me for a long time. He could have, you know, done what was typically done, but he was just like, look, you know, like, this what I'm gonna do. get your stuff, leave, don't never come back, and this never happened. You come back, I'm gonna press charges. So, and I remember walking down the hallway, looking back like, damn, I don't threw my life away. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a heart-filled moment for me as a young man because I didn't know what way I was gonna go. You know what I mean? But I knew I had not made a mistake that I'd never forget. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
What's Pop's reaction when you come home? Is like, yo, I got kicked out of school. I can't go back.
Well, you know, as a parent, because I'm one now, I'm pretty sure he foreseen it. You know what I'm saying? Because he run really riled up about it because he knew me. You know what I'm saying? And he was just like, well, you ain't in school. You got to work. So, shoot, you got this much time to get a job, and I'll holler at you in 2 or 3 months to hit me on the bill. If you ain't ready, you got to get out.
True.
So it was just time to man up then. And that's how that went.
Okay.
Yeah.
You end up getting your own place at that time, or what'd you do?
Heck no. I stayed freeloading at his house. I just went and got a job. I tried the working thing a few places, you know what I'm saying? And when you ain't groomed to do that, man, it's hard. Like maybe people don't understand, most people, right? It's just like if I push my son out there at 16 and 17, like, go get a job. And he start working and he don't like it, he wasn't groomed to work. We be grooming our kids to be taken care of. So you have to work that in at an early age. So even at the age my kids are now, we do work, some type of hands-on work at all times. I make sure, so therefore you understand, like, look, don't be uncomfortable when it comes to this activity. Be familiar with it, that way if you need it, you can do so, you feel me? But yeah, me and Josh, we weren't getting along. We weren't getting along at all, you know what I mean? So it wasn't long for I lost probably 2-3 jobs, and it was back to the basics, you know what I mean?
So how's being a father changed your life these past 10 years?
Man, being a father changed my life drastically to the point of saving my life. Like, man, wow, like, it's amazing because you think you love yourself, you know what I mean? We feel like we love ourselves up until you do have a child and you love them correctly and you realize, like, I ain't even love me, because you would do so many things in the world that really could kill you, hurt you, whatever, right? Out of enjoyment, we'll say, but you know you'll die for your child. And I ain't saying we got to go look for trouble. I'm saying, like, whatever type of danger comes, I'm gonna stand in the way for it for my child. And that's love, because it's like, it's nothing like it. And that's what changed my life. Slowed me down because I had a purpose.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You want more kids, or you done?
Oh man, I got a bunch of kids. Yeah, but I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm done because it is what it is. See, because it was like Pringles. Once it popped,
You can't just have one, right?
Yeah, man. And then it's just like, with having kids, like, you don't know when, your manhood has kicked in to be activated. So for a long time through teenage years, you striking. You ain't hitting, you striking. Then one day it's just like, there it is. And then that's how it was for me. I just looked up one day and it was 2 of them at the same time. Yeah, and I was like, oh man, what, for real? And here come another one, then another one. And yeah, I'm like, okay, now I got to get it together. You know what I mean?
And this was probably around the time that you started making music, right?
When I had my first son, I realized how big of a sponge kids are. I used to smoke cigarettes, just come with the streets. And I remember the school calling me, because I'm very active with my kids. They called his mom and was like, hey, we have your son, and he's walking around, he's in pre-K, he's walking around smoking crayons. So we like, crayons, how'd that happen? No, he's putting it to his lips, he's imitating smoking. And I knew that moment that he watched me inhale cigarettes. Quit them that day, I ain't hit another one ever since. And that's when I knew I had to give them something to see and lead by example. And just coming like clean cut from the streets and not knowing what you're gonna do, but knowing that jobs are up and down, I'm like, I'm gonna try something I feel like I'm great at, plus something I know I love, which was music.
Okay.
And that's how that came about. Yeah.
So were you the type that was always like freestyling, just kind of messing around with it, or?
Heck no, because I was shy. If anything, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel like it fit the criteria. Like, coming from the streets, it's like, bro, you got to be tough, right? To a certain extent. And for you known, if you toting that character so long, it becomes a part of you, and you don't never want to break character. You get what I'm saying? You don't never want to break character. So it's like, I feel like I was too hard, too gangster, you know what I'm saying, to be trying to rap, because you might look up and see a rapper doing some weird stuff on the internet, right?
Real shit, yeah.
So I didn't want to be that, right? But then I think I went to prison. Well, I know I went to prison right before my son was born, and this old cat told me, he was like, because that's when I would rap, ain't nothing to do, beating and rapping. And he was like, look, man, don't be afraid to be you. Everybody that you see doing them aren't them. I'm gonna give you a prime example. There's plenty of people in here for selling dope because they don't know how to sell dope. But that didn't stop them for trying to do what they want to do. So with that being said, bro, you got people in here that love to hear you rap every day. I think you should get out there and give it a try. Don't care about the people that's doing it that you feel like give it a negative outlook. And it sat with me. And when I got out, I was just like, you know what? I might as well give it a shot. That's how it came about.
Yeah. So when you put out that first song, you and Big Boii, talk about that feedback. What was the reaction, from fans and everything?
Man, locally, it was huge. I wasn't expecting, because I mean, if you never done it, you never know. You know what I'm saying? But locally, man, it was huge, and it's still a big song to this day. It haven't reached the ears of the world, and whenever it do catch, it still will be a big song, because I didn't see what it was. I just knew what I was trying to do. You know what I mean? And as far as a person making music, I'm pretty sure you don't be around a lot of artists. They be like, we go make 100 songs, and 20 of them I just know they're a hit. Oh, this a hit, this a hit, this a hit, but we don't pick the hit.
The fans do, the listeners do, that's for
right.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? And it'll be the song you least expect. But this is my first one, so I wasn't expecting the reaction that we got. And it was amazing, and it let me know that I was in the right direction.
Absolutely,
I'm dealing with the right people, and it can be bigger than what it is. Yeah, but it's a big business.
Of course, yeah.
And a lot of artists, when we get in here, we don't know the business side. We just know, I can rap, give me a beat, record, man. I can look good, I can put on, oh boy. You know what I mean? It comes with so much more, and that's just what life has taught. So we just been climbing.
How would you describe that journey you've been on pursuing music these past almost 10 years then?
When you say describe, and do you mean in like one word, or you
No, you can go in depth, because I'm sure it's a lot of ups and downs with this shit.
Yeah, it really is, man. It's taught me a lot, especially on the business side, because we as people, we take a lot of things personal. You know what I'm saying? But if you understand business, then you know business is not personal, especially if you do it correct. It won't be incorrect. And you don't let a person walk over you because you did your business right. If the paperwork right, and y'all did what y'all supposed to do on y'all end, there's no need for us to sue, go to court, none of that. Because again, converting from the street straight to this, in my early days, I'm ready to take it to the street by any wrong activity, but bro, that ain't how the world works. You know what I'm saying? And you learn that over time, you know what I'm saying? And I'm thankful I didn't crash out of, take any major losses in my life that caused me a setback to do so, you know what I'm saying? And but it's been a great experience, because even over time, I learned that music has became a safe place for me. Like, honestly, this is no disrespect to no fan. I love any support I get. But when I do make music, I don't really aim to make it for a particular person. It be for me. And I like it, and it helps me, remind me, or whatever, for whatever case it may be, true or fiction, because I can write true or fiction. And I like to hear me because I can relate to me. You know what I'm saying? I can understand me. Every now and then, you get an artist that you like and can relate to, but it's amazing when you can wake up and make something for you to
Yep.
make you feel better that day. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really go on at this point as far as it's coming to music. But at the same time, why play? Instead, I get paid. So that's when we convert it to business. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? For sure, for sure.
Yeah, I think that's some solid advice for any artist is make music for yourself.
Yeah.
Don't go chasing after trends,
Yeah, no,
trying to be like
right,
X, Y, and Z.
yeah.
Be yourself.
Right.
And the people that gravitate towards it, those are your fans
them
right
your
there.
fans.
Those are going to be your supporters. man.
Definitely, bro. You ain't got to worry about breaking character, like we said earlier, because it's hard, bro. If you try to please everybody,
You can't.
you cannot, bro. And I promise you, you can have the hottest song in the United States and the next 3 countries, post it on Instagram right now, and there's somebody gonna get up under that post with that negative. It's
Of course,
coming.
yeah.
So, like they said, if you live for the chills, you go die for the booze. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, yeah, heck yeah. So that's what's going on. But again, I appreciate anybody that appreciates my music because I do. You know what I mean? Yeah, for
Real
sure.
shit. So we got the new single, Play After Play.
Play after play.
Talk about this one. Was this one that you knew was a single, or once again, the fans said, off of this project, this is the one, man?
Honestly, man, when it comes to the music, been doing it so long, I rarely write. So I just, I write in my head as I go. I guess you can call it punch in or whatever the case may be. And I was making the project, Dope and Flip Phones Volume 2, because I had just put first one out not too long ago, but I was ready to move on. And like I said, I hadn't gave my son the advice, like, look, I want you in this realm, you know what I'm saying? You finally here, you good enough. And I'm sitting in the studio, he texts me, he's like, I'm finna send you a beat that I'm making at the house. So I'm like, oh, cool. He sent me the beat, and everything in me knew that this was something, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was that something feeling, bro. It was that something feeling. And I remember cutting off the speakers in the studio, running to the living room because our studio house where me and bro live, we share together. And I was like, bro, listen to this beat. And I put it on the TV, and the guys around, they listen, and like it's lights. And I'm like, yeah, my son just said, I'm like, this beat is different. I'm telling you, this beat is different. I don't know what I'm gonna say, but it's just giving me an emotion I never felt in my life. And it's like, I'm more in amazement that this kid made it, you know what I'm saying? So when I went back there, I birthed the words. Just, just sitting back there as long enough, bobbing, okay, I'm ready. Cause I record myself most of the time if bruh busy, which he taught me that over time. And I made the song. And I played it at the end, for the playback, and I'm like, it's missing something. And I'm just like, I don't know, it's missing something. Then I heard the voice be like, put a cadence in the back. Think about all the artists that you've heard harmonize or somewhat sing. And I was like, all right, cool. In the head, talking to myself, and then I come back and I put the background, like I amplified it, like when it be like play after play, and just kind of sung it, and in a couple more places. And once I done that, I knew I had don't hit the bullseye. I just needed the correct mix and master, you know what I mean? But I knew, and I'm only saying that to say because it's been 100,000 times I don't came to the door and be like, this a hit. But this was the first time I ever said it was a hit. And the people proved me that I was right on the feeling of what I said. Yeah, definitely.
And you just recently shot the music video, right?
Yeah, we shot the music video down here like
Okay.
a week or two ago, and we just got it back. Most likely, I believe we're gonna drop it maybe Friday, whatever date that is, somewhere close to the weekend, just to get the vibes. But,
Of this week or next week or?
This week.
Okay, so it'll be out by the time this airs then.
Yeah, most
Okay,
definitely, most definitely. Man, we on a roll. We got it planned out, man. We just got to keep moving. But it was a good experience working with the cameraman up here. Shout out to Plug In and everybody that did participate. The guys off of Boulder Crest, all that, man. We appreciate y'all fully, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a great experience. And I think even at this point, because that's probably maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 video I done shot. But to have my son with me, like,
Oh, yeah.
and for him to witness the steps of this journey so far, man, it's been a blessing, you know what I mean? And I couldn't feel more accomplished as a person to even add on, and as a father, and as an artist, and as a human, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's nice.
It's a full circle moment right
Yeah,
there, you
man,
know?
for real. For sure.
Oh, I see you got another new song out, A Tale from the Trap, man.
Yeah. That's one. It's actually an older song.
Oh, okay.
And
I heard a Trapaholics drop on there and everything.
Yeah. It was one of them times where I was growing into my artistry, and I want to see. Every now and then I wake up and want to see what I can do of something that I can't did. And I think at the time Fujiano had dropped The Plan. He had the song called The Plan, where he had the whole story. He gave a whole story right out. And I was like, man, that's nice. I wonder if I can write a story as a person. And it motivated me to want to write a story. And that's the first story I wrote as far as the artistry of music go, front to back. And I was excited about it. I called bro and I'm like, yo, I got this story, bro. I want woo. And he like, come on, you know what I'm saying? And that was the birth of that. Yeah, most definitely. But it's a good one. It's a good
absolutely,
story.
yeah.
Very catchy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you shoot a video for that one, you got to go in detail. With
Yeah,
it, you know?
yes, bro. And that's what people be like. Cause they be like, bro, you need to put, you know, But yeah, it's gonna definitely have to take that detail.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's a great story. It'll be a good short film for sure.
Yeah. So what's this new music sounding like that you've been cooking up lately, bro?
Man.
I'm sure you got something tucked away, man.
The new music is sounding like growth. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know I was good as I am until recently. And I say that to say because, you know, you go back and you listen and you be like, well, that was a nice song 8 years ago, 7 years ago, but man, this right here is different because you learn the ins, the outs, the curves. And I say that to say, you know how to talk, you know how to stay on topic, you know what to say, what not to say, you know how to say it, you know what I'm saying? And I think we can be our biggest critic if you aiming for perfection. So with that being said, I ain't the greatest, but I ain't the worst either, you know what I mean? And I love where I'm at because I know I ain't going backwards, so it got to get better.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm loving the music, and I said that to say even as an artist, like I wasn't the type of artist to even play me because in the beginning, I was still in denial of accepting that I'm making music for some reason, but I think that was more of, like I said, I'm feeling like I'm breaking character of the alter ego from the streets, you know what I'm saying? And but now I can listen to me and enjoy me very well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and understand me and be like, wow. I be so in amazement sometimes, bro, and this ain't no ego thing because I'm very humble. But I'd be like, yo, you heard what he said? And he'd be like, yo, that's you. Nah, that ain't me, that's G Roc. Like, that's the rapper. I'm, you know, like, but I guess in those moments, I'm dad or whoever I may be in my life. But I do get blown away sometimes by some of the things I hear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're proud of yourself too, man, how far you've been able to come, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
Let me ask you, what's the music scene like in Douglas, man? There's a lot of rappers out there?
We have a lot of young guys that's working their ones and twos, man. You know what I'm saying? That's even back in Duval as well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think the biggest thing is stepping out of the obvious today. Yeah. But when I say that, then you might have a guy that just literally put on rollerblades, a dress, and pink hair to step out of the obvious. And I'm only giving an example, but then that'll be called doing too much, right? So, and this is nothing against anybody. Like I said, I'm only making an example, but to step out of the obvious of the artistry, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us, including me, we just follow the recipes that we seen before us, even if we not knowing we sounding like somebody, you feel me? It's gonna happen. You just have to create your own sound over time, and that's how that come. You know what I mean? And I think if they can get that part down pat, everything gonna be all right. Cause you know right now, you know and I know everything that you hear at a certain age, it's about spinning. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, okay, what y'all gonna rap about if you don't kill everybody? You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, you know. So it's just like, but then that's where the artistry come in at. Like I used to rap about nothing but trapping. He used to be like, he would stop, and be like, bro, you ain't got that. I'm like, bro, that's all I know. You know what I mean? And he like, bro, but bro, you an artist. But I'm like, bro, you ain't gonna make me. Yeah, okay, but. With that being said, that left me running on a treadmill. You know what I mean? I'm running, but I'm running in place. You feel me? And I woke up one day and was like, this joke was right. All right, let's make something for the girls. But I ain't gonna sing. And that's when I birthed one of my first tracks that women could relate to. And that's when I knew I was going like, man, I can't be bullheaded. I got to listen, and you got to step outside the obvious sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like growing into an artist,
yeah,
instead of just a rapper, man.
Definitely, because there's more to it, man. Yeah, it's definitely that, you know.
What's some advice you would share to the youngins coming up right now, man?
As far as music go?
Nah, outside of music, man.
Outside of music, man. Understand who you are, and if you don't know who you are, then learn who you are. You know, I think the biggest thing I see in this world, and went through it, you know what I'm saying, was knowing that a lot of us be misplaced because we don't know where to start. You know what I'm saying? And before we even know where to start, we already picking up more pieces to add for weight. You know what I'm saying? We walk around with other people's problems, other people's struggles, not feeling like you enough. I mean, say like you are enough. Trying to make other folks happy when we not knowing we ain't happy. You know what I'm saying? And man, with that type of recipe and not trying to figure out where to start, to know what you got going on as a human, man, it's just sure to end in some type of disaster. So it's like, man, check your mental. Take care of you. Don't feel like you selfish for loving you, for wanting to take care of you. Don't let people make you feel like you less for not being able to deliver when they want you to deliver, because it's not always about that. You know what I mean? That's the quickest thing a person yell these days. If you don't come through for whatever reason, we was talking about that on the way here, they ready to X you out, but you came through 50 times before that. So if we laid that on the scale, I outweighed that. So why am I being judged by that, you know? And again, I'm talking from a grown man statue. These are younger people, bro. That's even heavier on them. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just know who you are and begin to know who you are. Deal with your mental, learn emotional intelligence, because we misplace a lot of emotions out here. That's why people die and whatnot and kill themselves or kill others, whatever the case may be. Make those bad decisions because we be living in the moment. And sometimes them voices get to playing with you. So yeah, man, I would just say keep your head on a swivel and work on you at all times. And once you do that, you become a full-fledged human to the extent to realize that you healing in places that you didn't know you was hurt, you feel me? And you can recognize it when you see it. And you know how to treat it, address it. And you know what I mean? Also may give help if needed, you feel me? So yeah, for sure. That's the best advice I can give.
No, that's well said right there too. G Roc, go ahead and plug your social media so everyone knows where to follow you at, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok. We'll have a Facebook soon. I just don't really care for Facebook. It's the devil playground. It's just too messy. It's too personal for me. But we will have a fan page soon. But like I said, Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok. You can find me on the G Roc Tha Dealer. That's spelled GROC THADEALER. Yeah, most for sure. For sure,
man.
Yeah, and be careful because scamming at all time high. So it's 100,000 pages out there that ain't me, and I get messages all the time like, "Yo, bro, you locked up, bro. I'm gonna see you some money. Go ahead, it ain't me." I don't put a warning on my page, on all my pages to let y'all know I will never reach out to none of y'all and ask y'all for no money, and that's just who I am. And it's not because I'm rich, it's because of who I am. Simple and plain, you know, like, so don't fall for the cap, because they don't buy birth on a new page, I promise you. Yeah, but that's where we at with it, man. Most definitely.
I bet. Any shout outs you want to give before we wrap it up, bro?
Man, I just want to shout out everybody that do support me, man. I want to shout out the ones that don't support me, because that helps too, you know what I'm saying? I want to give a shout out to my son, man, for being who he is. I appreciate his production, you know, the dedication. I want to give a shout out to Big Boii, because without him, I wouldn't be here, you know what I'm saying? I got another brother, Troublemaker Doe. I want to give a shout out to him because he's one of the artists that helps me when I'm in the studio to create who I am as far as critiquing goes. I want to give a shout out to my brother Jit, because he is who he is, and just the type of love that he gives, it keeps me going as a person. So I try to keep him around close, you know what I mean? Long live my mama, long live Queen Bee, long live my granny. Shout out to my partner, Meat. I had a partner named Meat. They used to watch out the porch, and he passed away a few years ago, but I remember walking in his house, and he was like, bro, why you ain't on the porch, you know? And I'm like, bro, look, I got about 20 kids. I'm out here trying to make it. We get there when we get there. But when I get there, I'm gonna take you with me. He wasn't here to see this today, but hey, I made it, you feel me? And that's just what it is, yeah, for sure.
I'm a street athlete, I'm in shape. All the muscle I got out the way. And my family know me for the pay. Had to get myself multiple safes. One of them that's gonna do it.